Yo guys, welcome back by a new video on F1 recreations. Today, the Silverstone Grand Prix in this driver career mode. Last race in Austria. Again, an amazing weekend. Check that one out if you haven't seen that one. And we're going into Silverstone today, the home of the F1, and we're doing some upgrades, not for Silverstone, but for the next weekend. And that is Spa, if I'm correct. And we're going into the weekend with great feelings. Programs are good. Heading into qualifying, of course, in Austria, P4, no podium, but P4, good result, and with that confidence, we're going into qualifying. And we're going to set our first lap time in Q1. And of course, we need to get ourselves up first into the top 15. And I think we can do that. The Alfa Romeo is a good car now. Well, it's kinda because we're on a team, but that doesn't matter. We just want to score good points now. And I hope Valtteri can do the same to get ourselves up. And next race, next episode, maybe there are driver transfers, I don't know, but that is the halfway point. This is race 8 of the 16 we do in this 16 race calendar. I choose 16 races because then it's more fun for you to watch it. And as we go on to sector 3 already in this first lap, what can we do? That's what we want to know in this first session. Of course, last race in Austria where we were out in Q1. Can we get ourselves up for now? Yes, we can into P3, and at the end of the session we're doing another lap, but that lap wasn't good and we didn't improve, we didn't try anymore after sector 2. But we're in P10, so we're through to Q2. And now we also see that Bottas in P8, good from him. And we both are through to Q2. And now we have to see, of course, who can get into the top 10 in this Q2 session. And we're going to set our first lap time early in the session again. Well, you want to do it now, because if you only do one lap at the end of the session and that is a bad lap, or you crash or something, then you don't have set a lap time and you're out. So now we need to go and set our first lap time in this Q2. And we want to improve from our sector 1, our Q1 lap time, of course. For now, purple first sector, great result, and we want to see what we can do, of course, in the second or third sector. And there was signs, and that wasn't good. And yeah, we lost some time there, and that wasn't good for our lap time. I don't know, I think we have to go out another time, but yeah, not great, but it is kind of okay, I don't know, but not great, I have to say. Going into the final chicane, and what is our lap time going to be? For now, the fastest lap time. At the end of the session, again we go out, but we're in P4, no improvement again. And we're crossing the line, still in P4 if I'm correct. Yes, we are in P4. So Q3 we go, and where is Valtteri? He's in P12. Leclerc also out, so it's disappointed for Ferrari there with Leclerc, but we are going to be good, I hope. And we're going to set our first lap time, of course. Now in Q3, 8 minutes on the clock. And I hope we can get ourselves up to the grid so high as possible. And we will see what we can do. And now going towards the old pit lane and the old starting where in the past the F1 started there. Not anymore now. Now we start at Hamilton's Parade. But that isn't important now. Now we want to be as high as possible. Overall now in P7, as you see. Good performance now from him in the Williams. So good job for him. And we need to see what we can do. And as we're crossing the line now, it's P6, but we have an improvement. And finally in Q3 we have an improvement on our second lap time, but instead we're losing a lot of time. And it isn't going to be anywhere near full, so we need to see what we can do. And as we're crossing the line, it's still P6. Not great, not bad, but it's okay.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. Hamilton, Sainz, and George
Lewis
Russell.
Hamilton is on pole position at his home Grand Prix. Let's head into the race.
Tomorrow. You join us in the United Kingdom today, or Great Britain as it's alternatively known. Well, it's certainly a great day today as we welcome you to one of the crown jewels of British sport, a track of speed, history and drama. It's Silverstone. It's the British Grand Prix. With good opportunities to overtake at the end of the Wellington and Hangar Straights, there's a lot of potential for close action around the 3.6 miles of Silverstone circuit. With 18 corners and average lap speeds of around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the longest and quickest circuits on the calendar. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Russell, Verstappen, Perez, Watson, Fernando Alonso, Albon, Norris, Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Bottas, Ocon, Stroll, Gasly, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Sargent, De Vries, and Nico Hülkenberg rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Yes, P6, no penalties ahead of us. I don't know if there were penalties behind, but P6 for us, and we're starting on the mediums, and we want to go to the soft compound of tire at the end of the race. A lot of guys on the mediums, also some guys on the hards, and outside the top 10, if I'm correct, a lot of guys are on the soft compound of tire. 0.4, it's okay.
Let's make sure we get the edge on the
And
surrounding drive.
we're waiting for the lights to go on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights on, and it's lights out, and away we go. And we have a really good start. And Paris and Verstappen don't have a good start. Sainz on the hards and Russell on the hards also didn't have a good start, and we're up to P2 and we're going down the inside there of Lewis Hamilton. We're diving. There wasn't much room, but we wanted that position and we want to get ourselves up into the lead of the race. And now going onto the straight, Hamilton is ahead and we can't attack him now for the first place in the race, for the lead in the race. But we're from P6 to P2 and I think we can get good points now and maybe a podium, we have to see. Or maybe even a race win if we can keep up with Hamilton and maybe attack him. But now into Copse with Sainz on our outside. We have a softer compound tire, he's on the hard, we're in the mediums, and he tried to overtake me in Maggotts and Baggots. And we're losing a lot of time now to Lewis Hamilton, who's already 1 second ahead. So I don't know if we can still go for that lead because Sainz is quick, and of course Alfa Romeo isn't that quick as the Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari cars are. But a great start, and now we have to defend from now Sainz, and Sainz trying a bit around the outside there into the chicane, but first lap is done and we're in P2, but already 1.5 seconds behind Hamilton, and going to the straight now in, well, still lap 2 on Hammer straight, and Sainz is trying to attack us. And it is so we're still side by side, and we didn't leave much room, but it was okay. And now going into the chicane, Sainz is ahead, but we're still behind him, and maybe we can overtake him back. And we're going into lap 3, and now DRS can be used, and we want to use that DRS, of course, to overtake Sainz again. And we don't use that tire advantage as much as that we wanted to do, but of course he's in a quicker car, so I don't know if we can attack him now or maybe anywhere else. We set a purple first sector, but I think it's because we have used a lot of ERS there. Well, we're still on 70%, but we're using a lot to stay within the 1 second of Sainz. And now in lap 3 at Hammer straight, Russell wants to attack us, but we have so much overspeed that we are going for the move on Carlos Sainz. We're again on the outside into the chicane, but this time we're gonna get the position and we're up to P2 again. And now also Russell is up to P3 and he's now ahead of Sainz. And Russell and Hamilton now are both on the podium. Both British drivers of course want to be on the podium in their home race. And Hamilton, I think he can win this race because he's already 4 seconds ahead in only lap 4. And that isn't great for us, but also for the rest of the field it isn't good that Hamilton has such a lead, but I think the crowd will be delighted with it. And Mercedes also really like it that Lewis is that far up onto the grid. And as we go to the straight here, now in lap 5, Russell tries to overtake me and he is passed. And maybe we can get a move done into Copse, or we don't know, but we want to get the P2 again. But I don't know if we can do it. We have to see. And we're going a bit wide there. We don't get a track limit, I don't know why. And into Maggotts and Baggots. We are gonna get DRS on Hammer straight. And we're opening our DRS now. We're using some ERS. We are in the 40, now in the 30% of ERS, and we're gaining a lot of time now on George Russell. And we can attack him. We're on a softer compound tire. We didn't leave much room, but we're through. And Sainz is also now again ahead of Russell. So P3 and P4 are swapping with each other. Russell and Sainz are swapping with each other. And going now to lap 9, and now Russell has passed us. And my tires are really dying. We're now in P3. Sainz also is already ahead of us. And our tires are not very good anymore. Hamilton has pitted already. That's why we're in P3. And we're going to the end of lap 10. We're in the lead of the race. That's because Sainz and Russell also has pitted already. And Hamilton is only 12 seconds behind. And as we're going into the pits, no penalty luckily. 60 kilometers we can go only in this pit lane. Perez stays out for another lap. And Verstappen is also in, and Hamilton is gonna take the lead now, but he is when Perez is going to stop. We're setting a set of soft tires on our car. Verstappen is going to the hard compounded tire, but I think softs are better to go on now. And where are we going to jump out now? And we're losing a lot of time with the undercut from the other cars. And as we came out on the pits, we're side by side with our teammate Valtteri Bottas. But we want to stay ahead because we're on the soft compound tire, where he has softer tires than he has, where we can be faster than him. So we want to be ahead. But now also with DRS, Oscar Piastri tries to overtake. And we're braking late, and Bottas loses the position to Piastri. And in this right-hander we pushing Piastri a bit wide, and now Bottas can attack Piastri. So that's good for him, and he's up to P9 for now. Going into Cox now already in lap 11. And maybe we can close the gap to Alonso, but we're into points. Bottas also into the points, so that's already great. But I think we can do more than this on our softer tires now, of course. And Piastri is now fighting with Ocon, and Bottas wants to overtake us, and we have a bit of contact there. No damage, but we aren't gonna fight Bottas that much, because then we're gonna lose a lot of time, of course. And we going now to lap 12. Hamilton has already won this race if you look to the mini-map where he is. And now we're ahead of Valtteri Bottas again. Yeah, and when we get into Stowe, of course, we're attacking him. And we're now going to lap 13 already. And now we're skipping to lap 17 because there were some cars fighting really hard, and we have a 2-second gap to Bottas, and we're going down the inside there of Perez. A bit of contact there with Leclerc, no damage.
Okay, good
and
work. Great pass.
Now maybe with DRS we can do something. We're in P7. Leclerc is on the hard compound tire. We're asking to our engineer if we have damage because of the contact there, but no damage. And our soft tires are a bit old now, but we still have a lot of pace in our car, in the tire. And into top we're trying to overtake Charles Leclerc. We're already in single digits of ERS, and we're ahead of him now in P6. Norris ahead in P5, of course. I think McLaren are gonna be the fight that we have to we have to fight the McLarens, I think, for P5 in the Constructors Championship. So we want to get ahead of Lando Norris, but it doesn't work. But after all, we're now ahead of him, but of course we don't get any DRS because Alonso is 1.6 seconds ahead, so it's going to be hard to defend from guys behind. And Perez in the Red Bull has overtaken Leclerc, so Leclerc is falling down the order now. but I think he still can get P8 now, because we're in the final lap of Red D. We're using all the gear rest that we have. We only have 7%, but for now we're still in P5. We want to get this top 5 finish. Norris and Perez are fighting for P6, and that's good for us, so maybe we can drive away a bit. And it's, I think, Perez who is now ahead. Yes, Perez has position. He's up to P6, and Perez is already really close behind. We're a bit wide, bad exit, and I don't know why, but he just tried to overtake me in Magnus and it almost went wrong in the final lap. And we're in P6, but we have DRS now. Maybe we can do something, but he's too far away. And Lewis Hamilton has won the British Grand Prix, and I think he will be delighted for that, to be on the top step of the podium again in his home Grand Prix. We are in P6 now, and we can be happy with that. And he's done an amazing job here.
Take care of the car on the way
He
in.
qualified P6, and after all we finished P6. So good race, and I think Bottas also is into the points. Leclerc's drive to today was a great race.
Job, I must say, under some intense pressure to take a well-earned victory here at the British Grand Prix. What do you think it was today, Ants, that gave them the edge over the competition?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Well, Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. Let's have a quick
And
look
yes,
at how
he
the
is.
driver's
Bottas
standings
in
have changed.
P9.
After an incredible performance, Lewis Hamilton
Alfa
secures
Romeo
the top spot
scored
in
10
the Drivers'
points this race.
Championship.
He scored
Now,
10
let's
points.
discuss, Ant. Who would you say
Good
is
job.
a
It's been
contender
also
for driver
because
of the
Max
day?
Verstappen
Well, for me,
has
it's got to be
retired from
Lewis
this
Hamilton.
race
The multiple
earlier
world champion
on.
may be the boring choice at this point.
And as we
You
go
can't argue
to
that he's a
the
driver
standings,
deserving
we
of
see
his
that we're in
reputation.
P9,
It's time to
Bottas
see how things are
P8,
shaping up in the
and Alonso is now
Constructors'
ahead of
Championship.
Bottas.
Mercedes move to
But
the
we're
top of the
still
table.
P4 in the championship. I
And
don't
with
know
that,
if we
we
can
wrap
keep
up
that
another
up
weekend of
because
motorsport action. But
Fernando
with more
Alonso
races
is
lined
really
up,
quick,
be sure to
and
join
I
us
think
when
we're
we
only
come
ahead
back
now because
with
of
more
Canada, and
Formula
Stroll
One.
isn't performing that well in every race. Stroll only has 14 points, but we're only 6 points behind Valtteri Bottas, and we're going into Belgium, of course, next weekend, and maybe we can get a promotion to Ferrari. We have to see, but now Hamilton and Russell are happy with their home podium. We're gaining in points under rivalry with Oscar Piastri, and I want to thank you for watching to this video. We're halfway towards the first season, so next episode we can see where we're gonna end up with the contracts, with which team we can go to, but that isn't now, that is the next episode. But thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe to this if you like this content, and I see you guys in the next video, and all I have to say is goodbye.